Video blog day 3. Right off the bat, I'm sure you guys are noticing a couple of changes. First is that the camera angle is elevated now. That's good, you don't have to look up my nostrils the whole time, because that was frustrating to me, and I'm sure it was to you as well. But just for old time's sake, you can tell that I am booger free for the 3rd day in a row. Second big change is I am not wearing glasses today. I was very frustrated seeing the computer reflection in my eyes, and to fight that, I just took them off. It's okay though, because the only thing that I cannot see without my glasses are clothes. Just think about that for a minute as I stare at you through the computer screen. I like what I'm seeing, unless I really don't like what I'm seeing. But that's a good joke, and actually in life the only thing I can't see without my glasses are things that are far away. The computer screen and camera are close enough that it's not causing me any sort of a problem, and it's saving us both a little bit of frustration. So today I wanted to talk about a play that I have seen twice now on stage that I absolutely loved. Was written by a good friend of mine named Jonathan Johnson, and he is a poet, professor, and playwright of a show called Ode. And Ode is about English poet John Keats in the last 2 years of his life, and the play is absolutely devastating. Made me cry harder the second time than the first time I saw it. Actually, sitting in the theater last night, the woman that sat down next to me, I introduced myself as the guy who would be crying to her left. And she didn't know it was going to be a sad play. She asked me how it was going to be sad, and I told her if she did not know the story, I would not ruin it for her. So if you guys don't know the story, I won't ruin it for you, but I highly suggest you look up John Keats. He was a fantastic literary mind who died way too young and deserves a little bit more of looking into. I told the Facebook world last week, after I saw it, that if they ever wanted to witness one of my ghosts from a previous, more able-bodied life on stage, they needed to go see this play, because it was eerie how similar things were. The depth of love through separation that the man felt, and the way that he would pen his letters, and the things that he would require of the people he was corresponding with, kind of made me pause at the way that I treat some of the people in my life. Made me hurt for the way that I have mistreated them, and not necessarily out of anger or spite, but just out of pure desire, pure heartfelt want. And to cry over want and mistreatment sounds a little sappy, I know, but it's the way that things worked. There were other reasons to cry in the play as well, and the one that got me both nights, without me really wanting it to, was witnessing a death of a character by way of tuberculosis. Tuberculosis being a lung disorder, and with my disease of spinal muscular atrophy, breathing is one of the things that very likely will be the cause of my death, hopefully many, many years down the road. But to see a character on stage go through that, not being able to breathe, and the panic attacks that brings along, and to hear them want out of things that they know they're not going to be able to achieve because they know they're dying, is pretty impactful. And so for the second night out of the last 7, I sat in a crowded room and sobbed quietly. Thankfully didn't want to interrupt the rest of the audience. So if you get a chance and are in the Eastern Washington area, see Ode on April 9th at Eastern Washington University. That is my 5 minutes for the day. talk to you guys later.